I will say.
It's all right. Hopefully our Wi-Fi is strong enough back here. Now it's live. Hey everybody, welcome to Friday's live lunch chat. I have a special guest today. Oh, I forgot my mouse. It's a lot easier with my mouse. Oh well. Hi Kim. She says, Mr. Not Another Hat. You're right. You guys are almost birthday buddies. His birthday's tomorrow. Her birthday was yesterday, Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hi, Roberta. Okay, so I'm gonna have to manually keep scrolling on there so we can see all the comments. Oh, Heidi says hi.
Oh, hi, Heidi.
Jason's got a former workmate who's one of our regulars. Everybody's jumping in. Mr. Not Another Hat. Oh, there's Kim. She says happy birthday. Annie Kim. So yeah, in honor of this dude's birthday tomorrow, I thought it would be fun to force him reticently into one of our live chats so that he can get a taste for it. He hears these happening a lot on the other side of the wall if I do them at home and he's in the office. But this time he's going to be in front of the camera. And hi, Jill. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Margot. So if you guys have questions you want to ask Jason, feel free to post them in the comments and we'll see if he's up for answering a few questions. I just really truly is a mom and pop business, as in I'm the mom and he's the pop. And we've got the two girls that you've seen peeking in a few videos since school was canceled. So yeah, and he may not do much in the day-to-day operations, but he does critical things like change light bulbs in areas of the store that I can't reach even on a ladder. And just now he was diagnosing the problems with our back garage roll-up door. What other some critical tasks you've done? A whole lot of moving and installation when we changed over to this location. So, you know, the important stuff, the manly stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. That's not too often though. It seems my services, my demands for my services are decreasing.
They are less than they used to
be.
Yeah, but that could be proximity. For the first many years that the shop was open in our old location, Jason actually had an office that was just around the corner in the hallway. And so I could call him over for help every time I needed help. So, you know, now that I have to call you down from the Heights, which is a different part of town, it seems like Sarah really always happy.
Oh, that'll be for my live. We'll do a deep dive into Sarah's emotional state.
Jason's got a new vlog now that he's going to launch. What my wife is really like.
Yeah.
Patty wants to know if he's knitworthy. He absolutely is knitworthy. He loves hand knitted socks and wears them, and somehow he does not blow them out. Like, did you finally have one pair get a hole?
Yeah.
So first pair of socks I knit for him was like in 2007, and I've been knitting for him socks ever since then. And none of them have ever blown out, except I just think in the last 6 months, one pair finally got a hole. I don't know what it is about his weird feet, but they don't put holes in socks. Julia says, Jason! Kim wants to know the weirdest thing I've ever knit. Oh, do you remember that white elephant party that I took the prize?
Was it the actual? I forget what those are called.
I made a dickie.
A dickie, yeah.
I made a turtleneck, chunky red dickie that I took to a white elephant Christmas party. Jason has fairly normal size feet. You were an 11?
Yeah, 10 and a half, 11.
10 and a half, 11. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad at all. Yeah, that's funny. So you actually know how to knit?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I would today, but I guess if I learned, yes. I did at one time.
He did. He learned when the store was, maybe a year old and doing well. Then he decided that he would, as a, I don't know, hat tip to the store, you would learn how to knit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he made some dishcloths.
Mm-hmm.
And then he launched right into the Fiber Trends felted slippers. Do you guys know that pattern with the double sole and then it's like a clog, the clog slippers? They aren't, they're not necessarily for the faint of heart. There's like short rows and decreases and joining things and putting things on hold. And so you made a pair of those for your dad.
Yeah.
And you made a pair for Campbell.
Right, when she was a baby.
She was 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to see them?
Oh, we still have them?
I brought them. made them in the kid size, which I always have found to be even more difficult because you're using tiny, like 16-inch needles, and it gets tight. And so he used up some wool leftovers that I had. Oh, these were from the 6-pack hats.
Okay.
And he made these for Campbell. Isn't that amazing? I think it's amazing. I've kept them all these years. And so when I decided that we would bring Jason onto the video, I was like, I wonder if I could dig those up. And you know what? I knew exactly where they were.
Oh.
You should be impressed.
I am impressed. Okay. I didn't even know we still had them.
I had them, and I had them in a Ziploc bag. Just says happy birthday.
Thank you.
So yes. And so after that, you retired, right?
I did. I retired after that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
He doesn't sit down very much.
No, yeah.
A little antsy, little
yes.
little restless.
Yes.
This whole quarantine thing has put some new skills in Jason's, quiver in regards to sitting and watching things, because that's all we do at night is like sit and watch a movie or sit and watch a show. Yes, those slippers were knitted. Here, I'm going to show them again. Oh, Mr. Not Another Hat, Kim wants to know what your favorite LaCroix is.
Well, this orange LaCroix is pretty good, which I haven't had orange before.
This is today's flavor. We're actually both drinking orange.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. Yeah.
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 I don't know.
Have you met one you didn't like?
No. I didn't think I'd like coconut. Coconut to me just sounded like it would be weird, but it's really good.
I like coconut too. Yeah.
That could be up there as my favorite.
I don't like the strawberry pineapple.
I don't know if I've had that one.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you either like LaCroix or you don't like LaCroix.
Yeah.
Apparently we're people who like LaCroix. So I'm going to show these again. Someone was asking if they were knitted. And so they're knitted and then felted, Susie. That probably explains why they look like they're not, knitted. So you knit them, and like if you're making the adult size, they look like Ronald McDonald feet would wear them when they're done. They're like, this big, like that big. And then you throw them in the wash, felt them down to size. So pamplemousse is a top flavor for me. Yes, Kim. So yeah.
I would say that I really like that because you don't have to be a good knitter, right? Because you can have a lot of errors and they can look ugly, but then once you felt them, all that goes away.
See, he knows what he's talking about.
So that was my
felting.
Yes,
it. Forgives a lot of sins. Yeah. Unless you do what I did. Do you remember when I made Armando those clogs for Christmas? I made them for my brother-in-law, and I gave them to him unfelted because I thought it would be fun, for him to open them up unfelted and completely not understand what on earth he was getting, and then B, to go and just throw them in my mom's washer and felt them while he was right there Christmas morning, and we would get them down to the perfect size. And somehow I didn't weave my ends in well enough, and I go to pull them out from their first check in the washer, and like holes were opening up in them. I was sad and horrified and pissed all together. Yeah. Just as a side note, there was lots of wraps and turns in that pattern, W's and T's. And Jason came up with his own nomenclature for that. Do you remember what it was?
No, how do you remember this? I don't.
It was so funny. Every time he got to one, he was like, "Oh, whirl and twirl."
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people find wraps and turns to be intimidating. So it's pretty impressive that you just basically went from a dishcloth to a pattern with a bunch of short rows.
I had a good teacher.
So. Oh, and I had a good teacher who is
my mother.
Yes, exactly. Jason's mom taught me to knit. So it all comes around and goes around.
Yeah.
In fact, you gave her your first dishcloth, right?
I probably did.
I think you did. I think you did. I think you surprised her with it and gave it to her.
Which I remember doing that. It was really, uneven knit. It started out really tight and it got looser as it went on. And I remember my hands and knuckles just really hurt because I was so tense knitting, and it was cotton, and that's not the nicest to knit with. So, but yeah, true story. It's so crazy to think about that time because it feels like it was a completely separate lifetime. But that was when the store was in its first year, and Campbell was just 2 years old, and Jason still worked in the Tri-Cities. So he would leave Monday morning and stay there until Thursday, and he'd come home Thursday night, and then he'd have Friday, Saturday, Sunday with us. And we would pull Campbell in the little red wagon on like Saturday morning. We'd pull Campbell up to Dog River and have coffee, sit on the couch, have coffee. She'd play in the little kids area, and we both would knit. Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
That just doesn't even seem like that happened in our life. That seems like someone else's memory. It's so long ago. Campbell, who's about to turn 17.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sad face. All right, let's see. I'm gonna check back again on the comments here. A show. I don't think anybody wants to watch this in a show. No. Margot asked how long we've been together. So Jason and I have been together for 27 years. It's a long time.
It's a long time.
It's a really long time. Is that right? How? Oh God, we're old. Well, you're about to turn 44.
I'm going to be 44 that's tomorrow, right. So you do the math, and yeah, that's
So yeah, so we were high school sweethearts.
More than half our life.
Yes, more than half. And then so we were together for 7 years, and then we've been married for 20 years. So since we were 5. Yes, Kim, we got together at 5. I mean, in hindsight, yeah, we might as well have been 5. I mean, 15, 5, what's the difference? You're still children either way. And we would never prescribe this for anybody else, especially our own children.
Yeah.
Because I think it's crazy, and it's a total fluke that it worked out for us. Mm-hmm. Maybe now's not a good time to mention it also worked out for my parents.
Well, we're trying to break that. Yeah, well, with Campbell.
Yeah, we're
with our daughters.
Fully encouraging nothing of the sort for our kids. And I don't even know how my mom had a straight face when I told her that I was going to follow a boy to college. And but you know, heart wants what it wants.
Sure.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we were young. We were children. We are compatible still, I think, but I think that's also because we've done a lot of growing, you know, and we had a brief time apart for a semester in college, and that was instrumental because, you know, we figured some stuff out about how to be grown-ass people on our own, which is so important. So let me just scroll through, see if I missed any questions. Yeah, I know, Jill, I think Jason would really like knitting socks if he just got going on it. Yes.
I think so.
Jason does. Martha says she hears you make good coffee. I told him about how you used to make me lattes every morning.
Oh yeah.
And then I had to learn how to make them myself because of when you were commuting and you were gone.
Well, the trick was also back then is we would do half milk, half chocolate milk. And so it's anything is going to be good when you're doing that. That doesn't happen anymore.
Oh, don't have the metabolism.
Yeah, we've gotten too old to be
20s and 30s. Good God. Oh yeah. Well, they're good lattes.
Yes. I did like those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cocktails. Yeah. Yes. He makes really good cocktails too. It's because you remember when you brought me the double gin and tonic on my live video with Marie at the knit camp video. Yes, makes really good cocktails. He is very helpful when I'm calling from another room on a live video and I ask him to make me another cocktail. Campbell's old enough to learn how to make us cocktails. I think that's true. I think that she would be horrified, but yes.
It would be, it'd be interesting. She hates the smell, so I wouldn't have to worry about, we wouldn't have to worry about her drinking it.
Or she says she hates the smell.
I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if she would even be able to do it. She says she hates the smell.
All right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed our special guest today. I thought it was really fun having you come to this.
Well, this was fun. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he'll pick up some knitting needles again. So everybody take care and have a really good weekend. Just a quick note. If you've probably seen some headlines about Oregon launching into phase 1 of reopening in as of May 15th. And so we definitely are on top of that. I'm going to attend a training that's the state's putting on Thursday afternoon. And I'll know more after that. Then we'll have a staff meeting. And hopefully in the week following the 15th, we might actually reopen our doors again. So stay tuned for all of that info. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter list so that when I send out all the news, it's there and you see it so that we can start to see your pretty faces again. So thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye.